to the end of our season 1. Season 1 was just an amazing journey, not just for myself, for the team as well. You're going to meet some of the team members behind No Ordinary Women. It's just half of us because some of them is not here today, but you can always socialise, interact with them online as well. So let's meet behind the team. We got TENE and we got Serena. Hey ladies.
Hi.
Hey, what's good guys? You alright?
Yes, I'm amazing.
Yeah, tell the viewers who you guys are. TENE.
So I'm a writer. I started writing last year. I was just going through a real rough patch and I didn't want to speak to anyone about my problems. So I just picked up a notepad and a pen and I started writing to empower myself. And yeah, I've just been writing ever since. And now I blog for the No Ordinary Woman chat show.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Great. And Serena.
I am Serena DIOUF of the Triple Shift, a community and online platform for women who are mothers, business owners, entrepreneurs, juggling parenthood and the day-to-day responsibilities for life. I too am a contributory blogger, and I've been loving the process. It's been amazing. You've done a fantastic job and it's been an honour to be a part of the project.
Thank you guys. And there's 2 other ladies that's also a part of No Ordinary Woman. That's Petula Epilak. Big up Petula. Woo, 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 woo. She couldn't be here unfortunately. And Nadia, one of the Media Net Gospel, also a No Ordinary Woman camera lady. And unfortunately she couldn't be here today. But we're going to make this real quick. And we're just going to talk about and share with you what the show has been doing for us. So it's just a quick review just about who's inspired us and what's really stood out for us for the 7 episodes that we've seen today. And if you haven't seen it, now's the opportunity after the review, of course. Okay, so TENE, what stood out to you from the episodes that we've seen so far?
I think I've learned something from each episode. But I think the one that stood out for me was the episode with Laureen. It was the honesty and bravery. With Laureen, it was her honesty, and it takes bravery and strength to and courage to speak about things that have gone wrong in your life. And I really resonated in some of the things that she said, and I think we need that. We need more of that. We need women to come out and speak about things that have gone wrong, because it's just comforting to know that, you know, there's other women out there that are going through the same thing as you, and it's you can still reach your goals and achieve your dreams no matter what obstacles are thrown at you. So that episode really resonated with me. Yeah,
I agree with you. I mean, what do you think, Serena?
I think that women in general have taken such huge strides to become more open and more transparent with each other, to get beyond the comparisons and really value the comfort and intimacy that you can have when you can be open with another woman and say, hey, this is what I'm really going through, and to trust that she will treasure what you're sharing with her, and then be somebody to assist you and walk you through that process. You may not need to speak to them every day, but just knowing that you can pick up the phone, just knowing that you've been heard, just knowing that you're valued, just knowing that you're appreciated, and just knowing that, like you're saying, you're not the only one. And sometimes we fall into that false perception that I'm the only one that's having a hard time, I'm the only one that's been cheated on, only one that's been lied on, only one, you know, that ain't got no man, anybody that's, you know, in a marriage that they're really unhappy with, and that really is not the case. So I think for me, each and every episode highlighted the reality of life, the reality of struggle, and the reality of what can happen when you persevere, when you commit to yourself to overcome, and when you form relationships and sisterhoods that assist you through that process. I really loved that.
Yeah, definitely. So is there any episode that stood out to you at all, or?
Oh, wow.
I see got notes there.
I came prepared.
Boy, at least somebody did.
I think there were a few, but there were 3 that I really wanted to highlight. Denise spoke a lot about being bullied and turning on the television and wanting to be like the women that she saw. So that highlighted to me that from different cultures and different communities, we don't always get to see the representation of ourselves. What I look like in the mirror is not what I see on that L'Oreal ad. And I'm grateful that the show can highlight that and reach certain women that don't get to see that when they open a magazine or when they, you know, turn on the television to watch a general television show. And it reminded me of being a child and wrapping a towel around my head.
I even got the stocking foot on as well. Did you? Stocking foot on just take that? Yeah.
It was a towel after, you know, your mum's washed your hair and you know you've got all this hair and feeling like I needed to be that person. And going through that process of learning how to accept myself, and that's what it really highlighted to me. It made me think, my goodness, there are so many young girls, young women, even, you know, older women that are still battling with that sense of identity. I think Noreen, most definitely, the cocoon process. Haven't we all been through?
Oh, come on.
We're still going through.
That's right.
You know, that process. And what I loved about her was that she'd gotten to a place where God was enough. Her relationship was enough. She didn't need the other things anymore. And it just highlighted to me that God doesn't want us to go without anything. He loves that we have our own desires. He gives us the gifts. They belong to us to be used to help to glorify Him. But when she decided that, okay, she would go out and start again, it was without all the baggage, without all the negativity, without all the drama, which I thought was amazing. And the idea that you can become the woman that you want to be, but you have to commit to the process. It means you're going to have to make changes, you're going to have to sacrifice. And I think Adjoa Ramsey, she spoke about that. Sacrifice without this, there is no success without the sacrifice, there's no success without the struggle. So knowing your why helps to continue to propel you. So that was another one. And there was also the episode with Nana and Chantel, the fact that they identified, or I think it was Chantel that mentioned, there is a modern African woman. And it helps to shape our perception about what it means to be an African woman. I know I'm West Indian. You're West Indian. Where are you from?
West Indian.
So we're all West Indian, and there was this growing up a perception about what an African woman looked like, and how she should behave and how she would dress, and the realization that we are all a part of that culture. And I do identify myself as being an African woman, not just a descendant of Africans, and to know that that between her and Nana, they've taken, you know, fashion and they're propelling it in a completely different direction. I thought that was beautiful. And also Nana spoke about finding formulas that work and follow them. So the idea that there are so many people that have already paved the way, we can take what they've done, put our own spin on it, and utilize it, and creating our own wealth.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, for me, I can't even say that there was only one person or one show episode that really, because being a part of it, you know, obviously being in church and you know, like when we went and did Bible school, we was always told that how whenever you're going to do a message, like just do a sermon, it has to minister to you first.
100%.
And I found just doing the show, I was so privy to so much before the viewers got to it, and it was ministering to me first, do you know what I mean? And it just helped me in such a huge way, because even like I've shared, you know, even just doing the show, as you guys know, it was a struggle. I mean, people see the story. I didn't want to do it because I was just thinking, gosh, people's going to judge me, because I don't talk a certain kind of way, but how I talk is okay because it's who I am, and it's just to be okay in who I am. And that's what I found with these women individually. They were just themselves.
Exactly.
You know, and even some of the women that came on the show, they were like, before they came, oh, what kind of questions are you going to ask? I'm like, look, I've got an outline which I sent to you, and we're just going to flow. You know, it's not going to be scripted and everything else, because what I believe is that people will resonate to you when you're just being you, your experience and everything else, because people can see that people start a business and things like that, but you don't know the struggle, the sacrifices, you know, what they've had to really just say, okay, I don't need to do this, okay, because this is more for focus, but it's a reality. it's available. Anyone can really do it, but it's really finding out what is your why.
Yeah.
What are you being created to do? You know. So, do you want to say anything tonight, or anything else, or? Because you know you make me chat. You know I would stick on. You know when we on the phone, I'll just stick on the conversation.
Yeah, I do feel like every woman that has come on the show has
just they've had the valuable parts, really, and I found that every single one of these women that's been on the show, what they've also shown, which we've discussed, is that they've just stepped out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've just stepped out with what they've got. You know, okay, some of them maybe the gifting is so inevitable. You know, like Lorraine being singing from when she was 3. But when I was listening to Denise and even listening to Chantel's been making clothing from when her aunt, I think, gave her a doll or someone to start stitching, you know, so she's been doing that from such a young age. And even with, like, say, Nana, where she said about the business starting, that come from seeing her parents always owning their own business, so it was that interest and everything else. And even with Hazel, you know, that started off with her from the community club, from the ends with the people there, you understand what I'm saying, like, no, we want this and we want that.
I think everyone's shown resilience.
Yes, definitely.
Everyone that has come on the show has spoken about the obstacles that they faced and has spoken about how they have continued to strive towards their dream no matter what, especially with Denise Brown facing racism and so on. She still continued to persist, and she's worked with massive artists such as, was it Rihanna?
Yeah, Rihanna, Kanye West, Ed Sheeran. She's worked with so many different people, but she's kept on knocking down, kicking down those doors. Kung Fu, I like that. That talk that she does online about Kung Fu fighting, kicking down those doors. I was like, what? Yeah, I love that, you know. But what about the entrepreneurs as well? Latifah and Corinne. I love their segment as well. That was really inspiring. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I like the fact that they came out. Sorry, was there the ones that came? Yeah,
they were the undergraduates. You know, not the undergraduate, the under 30s entrepreneurs.
Yeah, exactly. They came out of university with this dream in their head that they were going to pursue the career that they had a degree in. However, I think many people are out there today that have degrees and are trying to pursue what they've studied, but in the real world it's really difficult, and they did highlight that university is not the only option, you know, and there's other options out there, and just trying to, if that doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You can still be successful without a degree.
And they are both, really, because they're own CEOs of their own company. With Bake That Cake, Pink Hippo, and even like with Latifah, she's met the Queen, you know, and that's just with a natural talent of creativity, baking cakes and drawing and making the edible, the incredible edible. I'm just like, you know, seeing this. Was it the fries? I remember when we saw the episode and there was a picture of the fries, the fish and chips.
Right,
and she made it out of the cake. I'm like, who does that? You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, it's just so amazing. But these are just like natural talents that we have, you know, and sometimes I think, I don't know what you guys think, but sometimes society tries to tell us to go a certain way, where you just need to go the way that's already inside of you and just go, you know, because there's a reason why you have an interest in fashion, empowering women, because yes, you're a woman and everything else, but also to do with your upbringing and things that you went through. So those are the things that people need, because it's not going to really resonate for every single person. You know, if you write in poetry and write down your feelings because you don't really want to talk to people. You get what I'm saying? Now people be the open spoken word and, you know, things like that, and blogging, and, you know, it's just amazing. So we naturally are gifted, but it's just happening and just going with that thing that just seems so easy to do, and just do it. So you guys have got anything else that you want to add to the review at all?
I can't wait for season 2.
Me too. I'm really looking forward to that. And guys, if anybody is interested to do what we're doing right now with the review, we are actually looking for just 3 people to actually take part to do a review, and it's going to be called the Viewers Review, and we will have you on the show, but you have to write in. You have to write into No Ordinary Woman Chat Show at gmail.com, or alternatively you can DM us on any of our social media platforms, and then the most appropriate person will be chosen. Well, not the appropriate person, but we would then decide as a team who will then come onto the show so that we can hear your views on season 2. So season 2, so make sure you watch every single episode, because we're going to be asking you questions. And if you don't know, you're not coming on a show. But if you've been watching, it's all good. You can come down, meet the team, and be blessed. So until next time, watch out for season 2. Ciao!